Hi guys. Another topic I want to talk about in the field of photography is you as an artist, you as a photographer. Of course, take a look at your work, you are debating it. If it's for your personal blog or where you are gonna show your work, you have to debate what's your best work. And it's a technique I learned for myself. You have to just do it. You cannot train it. Take a look at your work and photos. At first, you're thinking, "Hey, these are great pictures." Maybe you think about the pictures a bit later, a few years later. Hey, back then they were good. They are good photos for you as a beginner. But nowadays, you think to yourself, maybe this special, especially one picture isn't this good as you might thought. And talk with a lot of other people about your work. Be able to critique yourself. It's really important. And yeah, you have to debate. Personally, I'm put all my best photos in a document, in a Word document, pictures with all the attributes and with the picture as well. So when I'm scrolling through the pictures, 1 month after a month, when you have time, when you are sitting with your MacBook, a nice place, drinking some tea, some coffee, and you are really debating your own work. And at first, it's really time consuming, and you are asking yourself maybe, hey, why are you doing it? Because your photos are great for you, of course. But as mentioned, if you take a look more often, you see more errors for yourself, or you don't like it personally. As you thought. And yeah, I do one document, for example, per year. And for a year, maybe I have 300, 400 photos, and depends, of course. And I realized every year later, I take a lot less pictures where I think they are good. And a lot of pictures in the older catalogs I'm putting away because either way I did a better photo a second time or a third time, because you visit a photo location not just once. My personal nemesis, for example, is U-Bahnhof Bundestag, U-Bahnhof Reichstag here in Berlin. And I try to photograph the round lights around the columns in a perfect way, which I imagine myself, but I'm not able to do that in my opinion. So every time I'm near Friedrichstraße or Potsdamer Platz, I take my time because I take my camera with me as much as I can. And yeah, you have to repeat yourself quite a lot. And yeah, maybe one day you are very lucky. For example, my first photos of Potsdamer Platz series 2023, I was really lucky with my Canon, with the light, with my Canon 5D back then, Sigma 24 to 75 lens. I really got quite impressive images even for today's standards. And yeah, sometimes you are in Prague, you're in Amsterdam, and of course you want to have good photos, but maybe you're realizing, hey, on this expensive trip, you just made 2 or 3 good photographers. And yeah, growing is a process you have to train. And the only thing which is helping is just make photos, make photos, make photos. Go out when you're in the mood, when you're in a bad mood. You don't have to go on a trip, but maybe then it's just for a walk, and maybe you have one picture which is good. And if not, just listening to podcasts and be on the go. And don't force yourself. You are making the pictures, this is another topic, for yourself, not for social media, not for other people. If you go out and you want to copy another artist and you think, hey, I want to be famous and as this artist, you are going to lose, because your work has to represent yourself. It has to be authentic. Personally, I'm not a party guy. I'm not the nicest guy around, and I'm not this quite of a happy person, or so to say. I'm mature. I'm eager to do my thing, and I guess my wife knows about it, the side of me. But you have a character, and be who you are. Don't be something. Don't be someone for something else. Yeah, maybe you could get a lot more Instagram followers or whatever social media platform. But in my opinion, I talked with another artist a few days ago, and she told she wanted to tell about another photograph in my style, and I immediately said, hey, sorry, save your breath. I don't want to know about another photographers. I don't give a point. If I like art of another photographer, of course Instagram I follow quite some people which are doing my personal style of photography, and I always see myself wondering, hey, this great picture, this one miss this great picture. I'm very happy for this artist then, and I try to achieve this level of creativity or to form my own style, because to stand still, to don't evolve, and then you're making something wrong, I guess, because no one is perfect. Always the best artists achieved their work at the end of their creativity lifeline, and just do a work. Don't give a damn what people might say about your work. Do your work for yourself. You have to want to print this work and have it in your hand and look at it and feel good about it. I have quite some pictures in this way, and they are not shown on my website because it isn't in the topic of abstract architecture, brutalism photography, for example. But for example, I have some landscape shots from Italy, for example, which are for me personally very good. I was on the walk with my wife, and I made one picture where we were kind of in the mountains, and down below open area there was a lot of fog, and the sun came up in the wide angle, and personally it's one of my best pictures. And when I'm at my photo box, when I'm debating my photos, take a look at them, I always get a smile on my face taking a look at this photo, at this very photo, for example. And the thing is, debate your work, work with your work. Don't stand still. And one thing what really helped me for myself was a lot of photographers on YouTube said print out your work. And at first I did not do that, but when I started to do it, because Canon, for example, has a small printer, you can print a postcard format with it. It's the Canon CP1500, and it's not that expensive to print in this way, because you have these prints always in a small form factor. And I did start as well creating some photo collections, just not for me, just especially for a gift for our loved ones, and I like it a lot. My wedding, for example, I just bought one collection book and put all the wedding photos, give it to my wife, and we are, from time to time, we are looking and look up photos, and you get a smile on your face. And printing, very big topic. Print your work as a photographer. You don't have to print large. It's just you have the printings you are thinking are the best, print them out. And now I have 3 levels of boxes for my photo collection. I have class 1, those are my best pictures. Right now I have around 10, maybe 15 pictures in this one box. The second one is my mediate photographers, which are quite good, and photos for my website, for example. And the third box is those are the okay photos, where personally I thought which were great photos, but later back then they were not, in my opinion. What I did mention, look at your work, debate it, and it's doing something with you to hold a photograph really physical in your hand and not just looking it up on a digital screen. So printing your work, it's really important. And of course, you see, if you're debating your work as well, you will see your growth, your development, and your own photography style. The photos in the beginning you thought were great. Some years later you think weren't so great, as I mentioned. But you really can, when I take a look at my first collections and nowadays, I really can see development, growth in my personal style. And it helps me to get better. So those were the topic today, what I want to talk about in photography. And just to grow, and don't forget to have fun. If you don't have fun with your photography when you're going out, you're making something wrong. If it becomes work because you want to do something what is not for you, take a look at yourself. What do you want to achieve? Do you want to grow? Do work for you? And that's what matters, in my opinion. So guys, have a nice day and see you in the next video. Bye bye.